Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, March 16, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Portland Trail Blazers vs New York Knicks. The Portland Trail Blazers and New York Knicks meet Wednesday in NBA action at Madison Square Garden. The Portland Trail Blazers need a win after losing 7 of their last 8 games. The New York Knicks need a win after losing 9 of their last 12 games. Our first pick is New York, minus 10.5, and here is why. The Trail Blazers gave up 46 points to Trae Young in a 122-113 loss on Tuesday night. After Portland claimed its biggest lead at 73-58, Young scored 8 straight points and 17 of Atlanta's first 19 in the third period. They broke the game open in the fourth quarter and came away with the easy win. Portland is now 3-7 in its last 10 games. New York let Kevin Durant run wild for 53 points in a 110-107 loss to the Brooklyn Nets on Sunday. Julius Randle scored 26 points and Evan Fournier had 25 for the Knicks, who finished 3-4 on their road trip. RJ Barrett added 24 in the loss. The Knicks are just 3-7 in their last 10 games and a season-worst 12 games under .500. The Knicks have struggled in their own right this season, but welcoming Portland to town will give them the chance at a comfortable win. Portland is without nearly every player of significance on both ends, and heading on the road yet again, in the midst of a period of struggles, won't fare well for this group. For New York, they definitely have been playing better of late, especially Randle, which will give them a mismatch they can exploit time and time again. While both teams have struggled on offense, Portland's additional struggles on defense as compared to New York's impressive track record will be the difference. Additionally, according to Covers.com, the Blazers are 2-10 ATS in their last 12 games, following a straight-up loss. The Knicks are also 6-0 ATS in their last 6 games and 4-0 ATS in their last 4 games after allowing 100 points or more in their previous game. And our second pick is over 225. And here is why. The Portland Trail Blazers are averaging 106.9 points on 44.2% shooting and allowing 113.4 points on 47.5% shooting. Anthony Simons is averaging 17.3 points and 2.6 rebounds, while Josh Hart is averaging 14.5 points and 4 assists. Brandon Williams is the third double-digit scorer, and Justice Winslow is grabbing 6.6 rebounds. The Portland Trail Blazers are shooting 35% from beyond the arc and 76.3% from the free throw line. The Portland Trail Blazers are allowing 37% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.5 rebounds per game. Dallas Mavericks vs Brooklyn Nets. The Dallas Mavericks and Brooklyn Nets meet Wednesday in NBA action at the Barclays Center. The Dallas Mavericks look for a win after winning 7 of their last 8 games. The Brooklyn Nets look to build on their 4-game winning streak. Our first pick is Dallas Mavericks, minus 1.5, and here is why. The Dallas Mavericks are averaging 106.7 points on 45.6% shooting and allowing 103.8 points on 45.6% shooting. Luka Doncic is averaging 28 points and 8.7 assists, while Spencer Dinwiddie is averaging 17.7 points and 2.3 rebounds. Jalen Brunson is the third double-digit scorer and Dorian Finney-Smith is grabbing 4.9 rebounds. The Dallas Mavericks are shooting 34.3% from beyond the arc and 76.3% from the free throw line. The Dallas Mavericks are allowing 33.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.1 rebounds per game. It's clear at this point that the Nets are a completely different basketball team when Kyrie Irving is on the floor. Following his 60-point performance against the Orlando Magic, they'll be back to playing without him in Wednesday's meeting with a tough Mavericks team. The Mavs are the number 1 ranked scoring defense, and they have an offensive counterpart to Kevin Durant with Luka Doncic on the other end of the floor. Even with this game being at home, it's going to be tough for the Nets to have much of a shot with Durant being put on an island. Irving, LaMarcus Aldridge and Ben Simmons are out for this game. With Seth Curry also listed as day-to-day with an injury, things start to get a bit concerning for Brooklyn. The Nets have struggled on the defensive end of the floor, and it'll put them at a serious disadvantage against a Mavs team you don't want to play from behind against. Brooklyn is allowing an average of 111.7 points per game, and they're ranked 18th in the league in defensive efficiency. They are very beatable at home right now. I'm laying the points and taking the Mavs to get the win. And our second pick is under 225.5 points. And here is why. The Brooklyn Nets are averaging 111.7 points on 45.3% shooting and allowing 112 points on 45.5% shooting. Kevin Durant is averaging 29.6 points and 5.9 assists, while Kyrie Irving is averaging 25.9 points and 4.6 rebounds. Seth Curry is the third double-digit scorer and LaMarcus Aldridge is grabbing 5.6 rebounds. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 35.4% from beyond the arc and 79.8% from the free throw line. The Brooklyn Nets are allowing 34.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.1 rebounds per game. Los Angeles Lakers vs Minnesota Timberwolves. The Los Angeles Lakers travel to the Target Center to battle with the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday night. Our first pick is Minnesota Timberwolves -8. And here is why. The Los Angeles Lakers have been in a major slump as they've lost 8 of their last 10 games overall, and they will be hoping to avoid a third straight defeat after getting stopped by the Rockets in a 114-103 loss on Monday. LeBron James led the team with 30 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. Talen Horton-Tucker added 20 points and 5 assists off the bench, while Russell Westbrook chipped in with 14 points, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. As a team, the Lakers shot just 39% from the field and 13 of 42 from the three-point line as they got off to a terrible start and were always fighting a losing battle after falling behind by as many as 28 points after managing just 12 points in the first quarter. Austin Reeves scored just 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting, while Wenyen Gabriel finished with just 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting off the bench. The Lakers are in a freefall, and one has to wonder if things are going to turn around for them at this point. After all, we're more than 3/4 of the way through the season, and things are going nowhere for them. Minnesota has been hot with 8 wins in their last 9 games, and we saw Towns go wild against the Spurs in that victory. The Timberwolves have played quality basketball as they look to break their playoff drought. As it stands, Minnesota is a team in better shape and with better cohesion than the disjointed Lakers. With Los Angeles playing their third game in 4 nights after being blown out twice, you have to back the Timberwolves at home here. And our second pick is over 237. And here is why. The Minnesota Timberwolves have been in red-hot form as they've won 8 of their last 9 games overall, and they will be looking to stay hot after taking down the Spurs in a 149-139 road win on Monday. Karl Anthony Towns led the way with a career-high 60 points on 19 of 31 shooting. Patrick Beverley added 20 points with 8 assists, while D'Angelo Russell chipped in with 19 points and 6 assists. As a team, the Timberwolves shot a healthy 57% from the field and 17 of 33 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 40 points in the first quarter to take the early lead before exploding for 46 points in the third quarter to push the margin out to 17 points. Anthony Edwards had a quiet game of just 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting in 30 minutes of action. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.